Hi, everybody.
Hey.
Welcome to part 2 of Cherokee, North Carolina. We had to divide all this information into 2 parts because there's just so much going on.
There is the great outdoors. The scenery is unbelievable, and we hope that you really enjoy this video. If you do, please subscribe. Thanks for watching.
See ya.
Bye.
Hi, I'm Sandy.
And I'm Ed.
And this is General, our totally awesome water dog.
We used to live on the Outer Banks in North Carolina, but one day we found both of ourselves unemployed.
So we decided to take a chance. We sold everything, bought a trailer, and left to explore America. We're learning as we go along, but we still make mistakes.
But we get a lot of things right too. So come join us as we learn to RV full-time, explore America, and share in our exciting journey of discovery.
Our next adventure is just over the hills. I'm at the Mountain Farm Museum, just a little north of the town of Cherokee, just like a mile. It's not that far. And they have a whole household set up here. This is the main house area right here. And all the outbuildings and everything are here, so I'm going to give you a tour. So this is the main house. This back area towards me is the kitchen area, so I'm going to take a look in there first. Got some herbs drying over there. And here's the cooking hearth. There's the inside of the main house. There's one bed there on the floor, and they have another bed. Oh no, that's their quilting project, hanging from the ceiling. That's a pretty neat idea. A desk over there in the corner. And there's the outside of the front of the house, and this is facing the river. There's another view of the front of the house. This is really pretty awesome. There's an ash hopper. Never seen one of these before, so that's pretty interesting. Some more of the chickens that are running around. Apparently they do not care that I'm standing here. There's another view of the outside of the house. It's pretty interesting. I'm not quite sure what that thing is right next to the chimney with the little roof on it. I'll have to dig up some information on that because I think that's kind of interesting. It's raining right at the moment. I have a roof over my head. I'm standing where they keep their wood. So I'm not getting wet, but I'm watching everybody else leave. So I think we're going to end up being the only ones here because everybody else is leaving because of the rain. So this building here is the smokehouse. They even have an outhouse sitting on one part of the property here. Of course, I haven't yet seen anyone go over and open the door, and I'm not going to be the one to do that either. This is the chicken house. And they do have a fenced-in area for the chickens too, although it's in great need of repair. That's why all the chickens are kind of running loose. Ah! Some of them are in here trying to keep dry. Smart chickens. They have an apple orchard. And of course this fence is modern. They put this fence up because the elks were causing damage to the apple trees. So the fence is modern. They're just trying to save this orchard. And next we have the apple house. The stone probably kept the temperature cooler in the bottom half of the house, I'm guessing. That's pretty cool. Sorghum mill and furnace used to produce molasses. So it sure would be interesting to see how this works. because I don't know anything about that. So if any of you know, maybe you can drop me a line with some more information. This is the corn crib. There's the outside. And we have a pen here for the larger animals. It's pretty big. There's the other corn crib. And this is the barn on the property. Pretty huge barn. Let me show you what's on the inside. Looks like they use the top floor for storage. Got a bunch of stuff up there. Down here they got some sleighs. Not quite sure what that is. The animal stalls just have, you know, some spare parts and stuff in them too. But it's pretty neat to see, you know, how this barn would have been laid out. There's the other side with more stalls for the animals. Got some feeding troughs on this open end over here. And down this one side on the outside they have a bunch of wagons. This one looks pretty old. And then a passenger vehicle. And on the other side on the outer edge they've got some more tools. This looks like it might be set up to do demonstrations when they have living histories here. And there's a wheelbarrow, some extra wood, shingles, some garden equipment. And the blacksmith shop. Just a small building. Open and airy, of course, because it'd be really hot in there. And there's all his tools in there. His fire, bellows. And this is the spring house. And it's inside of the spring house. And we've got some pigs.
Now, I just thought I'd add a little bit more. There's a field, interesting sign here. Can't go in the fields when there's elk around. And I don't know whether you can see it. I'll try and zoom in. There's turkeys out there in the field. That's max I can go. Channel's gonna jerk me around here. Alright. So again, all free. You can just go and enjoy. I don't know why these turkeys are always out in that field whenever we come here. We've been coming here a couple of days now. And now this is the entrance along one section of the trail where apparently there can be bears and elk along. So they caution you to be careful. I definitely would stay back from a bear or an elk as we walk along. And this goes along the side of a river. It parallels the river. Very nice walk. So here we go. So General took a pause for a second, so I can catch my breath a little bit and show you the path. This runs for quite a ways, about well, all the way back into town, which is about a mile, and goes right alongside this river here. See a lot of kids running tubes down it, having a good time. Very nice area to take him out for a walk. It is starting to rain though, but we're under the tree cover. Excuse me, so we're okay. I don't know how Sandy will be, but I just want to get a little more exercise in before we call it a day. So off we go again. So, at one of my favorite spots, or one of our favorite spots along this trail. General loves it here. It's actually where he first took his first full swim. Was right off those rocks over the shore here a few days ago. It was about a 3/4 of a mile walk. It's raining off and on, but temperature-wise, it's really nice. And of course, General being a water dog, he's in heaven right now.
But we're gonna go searching for waterfalls today, so hopefully this will clear out a little bit. So here's the waterfall, hidden behind a lot of trees, but wow. Pretty awesome. I'll see if I can get a better shot of it. This looks a little better. What an awesome waterfall. And we've been getting a ton of rain lately, so I'm sure that helped with this view right here. That's just amazing. Found a greenway near the town of Franklin, and we're walking General. But look at all these wild raspberries growing on the trail. I ate some already. We also visited the Scottish Tartans Museum in Franklin, North Carolina, and that is an excellent place to do family research if you think you have any Scottish ancestors. We're on US 441, which goes over the Smoky Mountains from North Carolina to Tennessee. And we're trying to make it to Clingmans Dome. Almost there, actually. But this was an overlook pull-off that just looked totally awesome, and we had to stop. We're on the Clingmans Dome Trail Road. Trying to make our way up to the top here. This road is 7 miles long, very windy, curvy, and of course it's going uphill. Where we turned to get on this road was about 4,800 feet, and when we get up to the top of this road, it'll be about 6,200.
And the temperature dropped. It's dropped another degree.
Yeah, the temperature's dropped another degree. We've lost about 7 degrees since we left the campground because of the gain in altitude.
And I noticed a sign when we turned on here that this road is closed from December 1st until, I believe, March.
March 31st, yeah. So it's closed because of the snow. Yeah, this road rides right along the ridge, the highest ridge of the Smoky Mountains, which also happens to be the border between North Carolina and Tennessee. It's the state line. Must be a full parking lot, I'm guessing, at the visitor center. That's why all these folks are parked right here, and I would never park right there. Oh my God. Wow.
Okay.
Wow. Did not expect this. Clingmans Dome also has an elevated cement walkway and an overlook that you would access from the visitor center parking lot. But because we weren't able to find a good parking space in the parking lot, we weren't able to go up to that overlook. Very, very full parking lot. Very full. I had to go to the bathroom, had to pee. So I walked a little bit because it would get me there quicker. And Ed, not wanting to leave me behind, parked illegally in a space that he wasn't supposed to park in. But sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. Look at this awesome view. Way cool. This is still one of the overlooks on Clingmans Dome Road. On our way back to Cherokee from Clingmans Dome, there were some cars pulled off to the side of the road, and we figured there must be something going on, so we also pulled off to the side of the road. And when we looked across, we saw this group of elk wandering in the fields near the trees towards the back of the fields. Very interesting. First he tries to pull it so he can drag it someplace else. Then he gives up and just starts gnawing on it. Of course, we stopped at the Mountain Farm Museum again to take General to his favorite river spot. And when we were walking out towards the river trail, we saw that there were some elk in that field out towards the road. And we figured that by the time we got done, you know, walking General and back to our car and everything, that they would be long gone. But to our surprise, when we started back on the road from the Mountain Farm Museum to Cherokee, there was one small elk left standing on the side of the road, and it was chomping on this tree. So we got a close-up view, and that was like our last day in Cherokee. And we'd been going to the Mountain Farm Museum every day for almost 2 weeks and never saw any elk. And the last day, we were blessed to be able to see one up close. So that was pretty awesome. How are you? You're beautiful. General does love his showers. Ed hung the hose up in a tree.
I love you.
I love you. Do I have to?
Hi, everybody.